Welcome back. Now in this lesson, let us discuss about some buzzwords that are miscellaneous and that you might come across. Let's start with the cloud computing. You might have heard of this. Many people think that the cloud is some magical place where your data floats around. Here's the truth. There is no such thing as the cloud. All the cloud computing happens in physical servers located in some data centers. So what is cloud computing all about? Let's break it down with the help of a simple example. Imagine you want to create a website like 𝗀𝗵𝗿𝗶.com. Now to host your website, you definitely need servers, that would host your website data, that would host your business logic. Now here's the challenge. You can buy the physical servers yourself and then maintain it and develop it. But buying and maintaining the physical servers is expensive and time consuming. You'd have to purchase the hardware, maintain the servers, take care of their security, backups, power supply, and then replace them when they break down. This is where cloud computing comes in to save the day. So instead of buying and maintaining the servers yourself, how about this that you rent them from famous companies like Amazon, Google, or Microsoft? These companies have huge data centers full of the servers that are ready to use for you. So how does it work? Let's say you're trying to host 𝗀𝗵𝗿𝗄.com. The user visits 𝗀𝗵𝗿𝗄.com on their device. The client sends a request to this server that is now hosted in the cloud, which might be AWS, which might be Azure, which might be Google Cloud. The server then fetches your data from the data store, and finally the server sends the web page back to the user's device. So all this part that is highlighted here is actually rented from the famous cloud providers. By the way, a fun fact. Did you know that AWS, which is the famous cloud provider service by Amazon, started as an experiment? Amazon originally built AWS just to handle their own retail business. But then they realized, hey, we could rent out this infrastructure to others. And today, AWS is the biggest cloud provider in the world. Now talking about what are the benefits of cloud computing versus actually physically purchasing your servers and maintaining it. First is scalability. When we use the cloud, it lets you increase or decrease your server capacity instantly. All of this is managed by these big companies. You don't need to buy new servers when your website gets more visitors. It would be a simple configuration change and all these things would be handled by these famous companies. Second, this is super cost effective. Why is this the case? Because you only pay for the server resources you actually use. So if perhaps during the holidays, your traffic shoots down, you can actually decrease your server resources. Would be again a simple configuration change. This is in contrast where you actually own the physical servers and then you have to shut them down and whatnot. This would make it cheaper than maintaining the physical servers for sure. Third is reliability. Using the servers from the cloud is super reliable option because all these big giants, big companies would handle the maintenance, security, and backups for you. So definitely these big giants can handle these aspects much better than you yourself or your small individual company. Cloud computing has transformed how the websites and apps are hosted. Instead of worrying about the hardware, you can actually focus on building your business, while these cloud providers like AWS, Azure, GCP, they would take care of all the infrastructure. Stay tuned for the next one.